I see what's happening, yeah. Face to face with many books and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that readers never change. Open your eyes, let's begin. Yes, those are words, it's books. Breathe it in. I know it's a lot, the spines, the covers. When you're shopping at a B&N. What can I say except you're welcome for the book hauls, reviews, and vlogs. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary reader girl. Hello everyone, I'm Natasha. Guess what we're doing? We're doing another book haul, and this book haul is filled with so many lovely new releases. I don't think I've ever had so many new releases. First up, we have the sequel to Wintersong, which is Shadowsong by S.J. Jones. I also have the new paperback version of Wintersong by S.J. Jones. Wednesday Books have kindly sponsored this portion of the video. If you guys don't know about Wintersong, I remember when I did my vlog about this last year around this time, the blurb says, "Last night of the year, now the days of winter begin, and the Goblin King rides abroad searching for his bride." See, I have never seen the movie Labyrinth. You know, the 80s movie that people talk. I've never seen it. My mom never showed it to me. I still have yet to see it, but I am intrigued by it now since this is kind of like a retelling of Labyrinth. I love these concepts of bride searching. When there's like a have to get married clause trope in a story, I'm there. And I especially like it in fantasy novels because it lends for lots of action and lots of rebellion from the main character. And we usually get to see some kick-ass female character rebelling against what her role is being a female, and I love that. So I have the second novel here. Shadowsong is actually set 6 months after Wintersong. Marie Lou has blurb at the front of this. I do know Renee Astia. Her blurb is spellbinding and sexy. Wintersong is a feast for all the senses. See, I love Renee's books. I love her style. I just love everything about Renee. We click very well. So if she loves a thing, then I will love a thing. If you read Wintersong and you want to get the second one, it is out. If you want to read them both, you know, and like binge read them, because that's the best way to ever, you know, read a series, and you can get both of them. But I'll have the link down below to the Amazon page if you guys want to pick them up. Next, I have Susan Dennard's Sight Witch. I think this is like the short stories, A Tale of Witchland. I don't even own the first couple books. I am doing an event with Holly Black and Victoria Aveyard and Susan Dennard at the Barnes & Noble, which I'm very nervous about because I haven't read some of their books. I have Holly Black's book, Cruel Prince. It's over here. Hold on. I'm currently reading it, so it's on my side table, but here's the cover of it. Cruel Prince. Here it is. Look at this. It's so pretty with the gold on the front of it. When this was announced and everyone was freaking out about it, I'm like, I'm not gonna read it. The second one's not gonna come out for like 2 years. Actually, that's not true. It's coming out next January, the second one. So I'm like, okay, I'll let myself read it. Nico! Why do you always have to come in here? I'm almost done. I have like 100 pages left. It's good, okay? It's just good. It's about fairies. It's Holly Black. If you guys like Holly Black, you're gonna want to read it. One of my favorite books is The Cold Girl in Cold Town. I just love Holly Black's writing and the worlds that she creates and the situations. I feel like there's hate to love in this. You know, we don't really know who the love interest is yet. There's not really like a love interest. That's not like the main storyline. The main character, Jude, is a human in the fairy world, and Holly's worlds are really cool, so I really don't want to go into like the world of fairy and the human world. She is being brought up like a real fairy, but of course all the fairies hate her because she's a human, and most humans in fairy are servants. There's a prince to the High King. This prince hates Jude, and Jude will not let up. This book makes you feel a lot of emotion, and I can't wait to finish it. I don't know my feelings on it yet. Like, I'm still like up in the air. I don't understand the hype yet. We'll see. I have a book that I have like talked about 3 other times that I finally got the finished copy, and that's Sophie Kinsella's Surprise Me. Random House sent this along to me. This is more of of Sophie's like adult books. I mean, all of Sophie's books are pretty much, all the characters like are in their late 20s. Follow a female character who is married, and in her marriage they're trying to come up with different things to spice things up, but then something goes wrong. I don't remember how this got to me. Oh, this is HMH Teen. This is Brightly Burning. This is an advanced reader copy. Dawn's brooding and swoony update of the cherished classic Jane Eyre will keep you up late into the night. If you guys watch my favorite books of 2017, you know that Jane Eyre was one of my favorite books last year. Oh, I'm excited. Can love flourish when surrounded by deception and intrigue? A lush and enthralling reimagining of the classic Jane Eyre set among the stars. Is it a sci-fi? Yes, it's a sci-fi. On the Rochester, there's no water ration, more books than one person could devour in a lifetime, and an AI who seems more friend than robot. This is a sci-fi retelling of Jane Eyre. Alrighty. Next, I have an advanced reader copy of Kami Garcia's new contemporary romance book, which is Broken Beautiful Hearts. It's a YA contemporary. This is her kind of account of events that happened in her life involving a very unhealthy relationship with someone who was emotionally and mentally abusing her. I don't know if it was physically, but she decided to put it down into a story. You never know how someone will connect to a book, and so she is hoping that this book will help readers recognize abuse in their lives. Also, it could just be a book for people to become educated on situations like this, or just to enjoy a love story, because yes, it starts off with an abusive relationship, but towards the end of the book, I feel like Peyton, the main character, will meet another guy. She doesn't know if she wants to open up her heart to him or not. All the books in today's video will be linked down below if you want to get your hands on one of them. We have Melissa Lander's Starlight. This came in my quarterly unboxing. You get 3 books per quarterly box. They had a bunch of books like Unearthed by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. So usually it's curated by the authors and they pick books that they loved, and then their new release will be in the quarterly box. So I got Unearthed. Yeah! I wasn't planning on picking this up, but I'm so glad I have it now. See, I think that's the good thing about boxes sometimes. You don't necessarily think you're going to buy a book, but then they'll show up in a subscription box, which is just great. A literally breathtaking archaeological expedition. Spooner and Kaufman prove once again that no one does high-stakes adventure shenanigans like they do, by E.K. Johnston. This book sounds very much like the Alien movies, the newest one that came out, which was not my favorite. I don't like the Alien movies. They make me barf. Earth intercepts a message from a long-extinct alien race, and it seems like they have solutions to their problems. And then Jules Addison and his team of scholars smuggle themselves onto the ship that is set to go to this ancient alien planet, and things ensue on the planet. I'm assuming bad things. Also in the box, I got The Cage by Megan Shepherd, author of The Madman's Daughter. Oh, this looks very much like that cover. Interesting. This sounds really cool. Cora, who is the main character, and 4 other teenagers wake up in this impossible mix of environments. There's a desert, there's a jungle, and strangely empty town cobbled together from different cultures and time periods. And it turns out it's a zoo on a different planet, like an otherworldly zoo, and they are the attractions. There's also forbidden romance between a handsome young guard called Cassian. And then the last one from Quarterly Box, Starflight. This one sounds like a mix of Titanic meets Star Wars, but like Han Solo. So like Solo. Solara is a nobody. She's a mechanic. She really wants to get off-world and travel, but she can't really do that without the funds. She's left with no choice but to indenture herself in exchange for passage to the outer realm. She just wishes it could have been anyone besides Doran Spalding, a rich, pretty boy quarterback who made her life miserable in school. But the tables turn suddenly. Doran has been framed for a conspiracy on Earth, and now he's going to be playing the servant to Solara on this ship that is going to go to the outer realm. Sounds fun! I have the new Christina Lauren book, Love and Other Words. Roomies is one of my favorite books last year, and they sent along their new book. This is more of a woman's fiction, so it's not, I don't think, as steamy. We'll see. There's probably some steam in it. The first women's fiction work from New York Times #1 international best-selling author Christina Lauren, childhood sweethearts reuniting after a decade, and many unsolved issues have come between them. For readers of Jojo Moyes and Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love the concept of childhood sweethearts reuniting after a decade. It sounds so cute. I don't really want to go into the synopsis. I just know it's going to be good. I love their work, so I can't help but not pick this up right away. I have this one, Nothing Left to Burn by Heather Ezel. I met Heather when I went to Seattle last year for the Outlander convention, well, ECC, and then we met the Outlander people. Heather was there at the meetup, and she's actually a fellow girl from Orange County. Her new book is coming out and I'm going to be moderating her event in March. I'm so excited. This is about the autumn morning after 16-year-old Audrey Harper loses her virginity. She wakes to a loud, persistent knocking at her front door. So this is basically about like Southern California fires that always happen, that riddle California and burn up everything, and it looks terrifying. It's bad, but it's not as bad as like a hurricane, because I feel like hurricanes affect everyone. Definitely never had a young adult book about wildfires before. This should be really interesting, and it's set in Orange County. And I love that. And it's also set in the gated community of Coda de Casa. That's where my aunt and uncle live. Oh gosh, there's a guy that just parked. Please don't look in here. Please go away. I have Love, Hate, and Other Filters by Samira Ahmed. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Soho Teen sent this along to me, and I know it made the New York Times list. I'm very happy for her. Smart, heartbreaking, honest. Ahmed tackles weighty issues with thoughtfulness and flair by Sanjay Menon. Sanjay Menon is the author of When Dimple Met Rishi. I actually did an interview with Sanjay Menon with Sasha. It's on the Book Chat channel, so if you guys want to go subscribe and watch the interview, go do that. In this unforgettable debut, a Muslim teen copes with Islamophobia, cultural divides among peers and parents, and a reality she can neither explain nor escape. I am very excited to read this. Reading about different cultures, you just become so empathetic towards them, and it's so important to read outside of what you know so that you can become more educated about how other people feel and about the way that you're presenting yourself or even thinking about other people. And so it's so important, and I can't wait to read this. I have the movie cover edition of Every Day by David Levithan. This movie is coming out at the end of February. All I know about this book is that the main character wakes up in a different body every day. Every day she has to, or he has to, fall in love with the person that they are meant to be with. Seems like quite the struggle. Sounds like 50 First Dates, but more intense. Next I have Zenith. This is my copy that I purchased off of Amazon and I pre-ordered from my friends Sasha Alsberg and Lindsay Cummings. I got to moderate the San Diego signing, and there's a vlog all about that, and I got to go up to the LA signing, which Christine moderated. I'm so proud of these ladies. Lindsay made such a fantastic documentary about her time on tour, and also like talked about the troubles and tribulations of being an author and becoming an author. I'm just so proud of these ladies. I'm like almost done. I'm listening to the audiobook, and I'm just enjoying this book so far. I'm not going to review it because there's gonna be so many people out to get me because I'm biased, and I am biased. She's my best friend. I'm just gonna support her as much as I can. I love all the female characters and the girl power and the relationship with Dex. It's so much fun. I also really love the character Noor because she reminds me of the evil queen from Once Upon a Time, and I'm like, if you guys want to support Sasha and Lindsay, I'll have the link to their book down below if you haven't already got it yourself. While I was at Mysterious Galaxy for the Zenith signing, I came across this book. This is Hook's Tale, being the account of an unjustly villainized pirate written by himself. I saw the hook. I'm like, Captain Hook must get Tiger Lily, Lone Wolf, Princess Peeta. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't realize it was like this. Is this actually... So this must be the Peter Pan story, but from Hook's perspective, right? You guys have already seen these in my videos. But I do have Scythe and Thunderhead. This one became one of my favorite books last year, and everyone's reading it and freaking out, mainly just Christine and Emma. So good. It's just like mind-blowing. I really want to read the second one. I'm gonna read it soon. Once I get done with Zenith and Cruel Prince. Oh, I also have to read Iron Gold. And not last. Okay, so I have King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. I was sent this by the publisher because, again, I'm moderating the event for Holly Black and Victoria Aveyard, and Susan. I'm very terrified. When Red Queen came out, I wasn't too interested in reading it. I've heard it become compared to Dead Rising. I've downloaded the audiobook. I think I want to read it. I'll try to read it. Ooh, the inner pages are so pretty. Look at this. Victoria has had so much success with this trilogy or series that, like, you cannot be intrigued about why there's so much hype around Red Queen. But then I've also heard it's like the typical, like, YA, like, cookie cutter book where, you know, you just put things in and then that's what creates the hype. So we'll see. If you guys have read Red Queen, what are your thoughts? What do you feel about it? Sasha and I also interviewed Victoria Aveyard on the Book Chat channel, so I'll link that down below as well if you want to go check it out. And do please subscribe to Book Chat Show. I'm very proud of our little talk show. I've edited all of season 2 and we're going into season 3. I think more of you guys should be watching it. Last, I have 2 books from Random House. Obviously, I have Iron Gold. I have about 5 of these now. I'm actually doing a giveaway. But first, let's go into My Name is Venus Black by Heather Lloyd. My friend Emily, who is now the senior publicist at Random House, congratulations Emily, sent this along to me. I feel like this is probably her first book. I traced my life back in time, looking for all those places in the past where if I could change one key detail, I would never have seen what I saw. This sounds so good. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to summarize this. Basically, we follow this main character, Venus Black. She is a straight-laced, straight-A student fascinated by the study of astronomy, but one night she commits a heinous crime. It is not detailed what the crime is. This ends up tearing her family apart. She's been thrown into a media firestorm, and she gets sent to jail for 5 years. Not to mention that her developmentally challenged younger brother goes missing. 5 years later, she gets out of jail. She's running away from her past. She has a fully new identity. She's still estranged from her mother, and her brother is still missing after 5 years. But new people start entering her orbit, and she becomes romantically involved with someone, and she meets a young girl who is just like her past wounded self, and she wants to try to fix that. Venus realizes that she can't fix her future without correcting her past, and I want to know about what happened to the brother. I definitely will be reading this one soon, after all the other books I have to read, including Iron Gold. Let me go get the prize pack. I have an Iron Gold huge giveaway to do because I have so much stuff for Red Rising that I need to give away. If you want to win, you have to be a subscriber of this channel and leave a comment and hashtag it with Iron Gold giveaway. That way I know that you want to win. Otherwise, you can just comment whatever you want. I don't think I'm gonna give you the bag because it has dog fur all over it. I have 2 of these huge character cards from the main characters of Iron Gold. I have a little Iron Gold booklet. I have another Darrow. I have the Howlerfest edition of the Red Rising book that they were giving out. So it's like a mass market paperback version. I also have a full set of the books, the original trilogy, which is Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star, in paperback. Also, Iron Gold. Now we get into all the little things I just threw in here. If you haven't watched my unboxing yet, I opened up an Illumi crate with a bunch of Red Rising stuff. I kept the stuff that I want to keep, but I'm giving away stuff that I don't need. So I have a Sophocles keychain, Darrow, and Severo art. The color wheel for all the colors in Red Rising. It's a sticker. I also have a little notebook. It says Pera Aspera ad Astra. It's like Mary Poppins bag. We have a pin that says Pera Aspera ad Astra. I just threw this in here. This is, Pierce wrote this down for me to give this to someone who wanted a tattoo. I ended up giving to them via the cell phone of a picture, but it says live for more, so you can put that in your book if you want. Also, the Iron Gold is signed by Pierce. I have the patch that was in a Illumi crate, and I have the 2 wooden coasters. If you want to win this, leave a comment down below. Also, share this video with Iron Gold giveaway. It'll be on my Twitter if you guys want to retweet that. That way you'll get an extra entry. I put all the people who enter into an Excel sheet. If you enter in the comments down below, and if you retweet, then you get an extra entry. That is it for my haul. Here they are, all the books so that I can hold them. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed another haul by me and another Disney song. I'm Natasha. I'll see you guys all in the future. Keep calm and fangirl on. Bye!